Ever wondered why we speak so many different languages? Why a simple hello can be hola bonjour or konnichiwa? The answer might just be found in an ancient story about a tower, a story that teaches us a profound lesson about ambition and humility. This is the story of the Tower of Babel. Imagine a time long, long ago when everyone on Earth spoke the same language. It must have been amazing, right? No language barriers, no misunderstandings. Everyone was on the same page. After the Great Flood, humanity began to multiply and spread out. They settled in a land called Shinar, which we know today as part of modern-day Iraq. Living together in this fertile plain, the people felt powerful. They were united, and with that unity came a massive surge of ambition. They looked at the materials around them. Clay and Tarand had a grand idea. "Let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly," they said to each other. "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." This wasn't just about building a skyscraper. This was a statement. They wanted to create a monument to their own greatness, a symbol of their power and ingenuity that would be seen for miles. They wanted to defy the natural order, to reach for the heavens not in worship, but as equals. Their goal was fame, self-glorification. They wanted to ensure their legacy was cemented in brick and mortar, driven by a fear of being scattered and forgotten. Their focus was entirely on us and ourselves. Now, God saw what was happening. He looked down from heaven at the city and the tower the people were building. He wasn't threatened by their construction project. A brick tower, no matter how tall, could never literally reach heaven. What concerned God was the spirit behind it, the pride, the arrogance, and the desire to usurp His glory for their own. He saw their unity and their shared language, which enabled this massive project. And He said, if as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. This wasn't a compliment. It was a recognition that unchecked human ambition, fueled by pride, could lead to all sorts of trouble. They were using the gifts God had given them, intelligence, creativity, and unity, not to honor Him, but to glorify themselves. So God decided to intervene, but not with fire or flood. He did something much more subtle, yet incredibly effective. He went down and confused their language. Suddenly, the person calling for more bricks was met with a blank stare. The architect's instructions sounded like gibberish to the builders. Communication broke down completely. Imagine the chaos. Frustration would have mounted, arguments would have erupted, and teamwork would have become impossible. The grand project ground to a halt. Unable to understand one another, the people had no choice but to abandon their tower. They began to separate into groups with others who spoke their new, smaller language. And just as they had feared, they scattered across the face of the earth. The very thing they built the tower to prevent is exactly what happened. The city was left unfinished, and it came to be called Babel, which sounds like the Hebrew word for confused, because it was there that the Lord confused the language of the whole world. So, what's the big takeaway from this ancient story? It's a powerful reminder about our own ambitions and talents. We all have gifts. We might be great at art, science, business, or simply connecting with people. The story of Babel asks us a crucial question. Who are we using these gifts for? Are we building our own personal towers to make a name for ourselves, to chase fame and recognition? Or are we using our talents to serve a higher purpose, to honor God and to help others? Pride tells us to build for our own glory. Humility reminds us that our abilities are gifts, and the best way to use them is in service and gratitude. The story isn't saying ambition is bad, but that ambition centered only on the self leads to confusion and division. True, lasting unity and purpose are found when we look beyond ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this story? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more stories that make you think. See you in the next one.